Hello, Flosstube. I'm Terry.
And I'm Jamie.
And we're the Cornhusker State Stitchers.
Today is Sunday, December 5th, and this is Flosstube number 31.
Welcome, everybody.
Hi, guys. It's December.
And it's us this time.
It's us, yeah.
Not our husbands.
Yeah.
Thank you for your love for our husbands. That was pretty funny last time.
Yes, they got so much love, and they are hams, and they enjoyed it so much. They enjoyed everybody
they're
saying
already
hi.
planning what they're going to do next time. They want to show our whips. So
we just have to get them in the same room together while we're
at
doing
the same
this.
Time.
Yeah. That's the only reason they're not here, is they're off scattered about doing other things. So we couldn't wrangle them today, but so hi, hello.
Had a couple of people say that they backed out of the video a couple of times because they thought they had the wrong video. So
Yep.
It was us.
It is. Yes,
Okay.
it was.
All right, what you been doing?
It has been an eventful couple of weeks. We had Thanksgiving, so soon after, oh wow, that's probably 2 weeks after we talked to you guys last, we had Thanksgiving. My family being Jim and I, we had 3 Thanksgivings. So we had one Sunday, Thursday, and Friday. We came over here for Thursday.
Yep, that was fun.
Yes.
My son and daughter-in-law and 2 grandsons were able to be here, so that was fun.
We did a puzzle. Grandpa and the grandkids put together a model airplane. Jim sat on the couch and enjoyed not doing anything.
Ate. And ate.
Yep. And continued to eat.
It was a wonderful day.
And then ate leftovers. That was delicious too.
Okay, so what's your news?
I have some news. So my husband and I are in the process of purchasing a house. So that's the other part that has been taking up my time for the last couple weeks. We did get an offer. Our offer was accepted on a place, and we are in the process of packing everything up and cleaning. We don't close until January on that house, but we are in the process also, during Christmas, of putting our house on the market. So it's going to be crazy busy, and, that's how we roll.
Christmas time,
Yeah, that's how we roll. That's what we do.
I got a nice little 2 acres.
Almost 3.
Almost 3 acres, so maybe a horse someday.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, that'll be fun. That'll keep you busy.
Just outside the city limits, so we're interested in that. It's on a well in a lagoon, but we still have gas and electricity, all the fun stuff. Still close to Lincoln, to the city. So
yeah, close enough to still be in the city, but far enough away to be out on your own.
Yes, and there's nobody behind us but a cornfield. So
for now.
Yeah, for now. Yeah. It will get developed, I'm sure.
And you're in the flight path of the Lincoln Airport, so watch the big birds fly over. Yep. That'll be fun. We went and got our trees.
Yes, we did that Thanksgiving weekend too.
Yeah. What else do we do?
They're not decorated yet, but we have them.
Nope, they're just down there sucking up water.
At least they're sucking up water. That means they're not dying.
We had a couple of stitchy meetups this past week. 2 weeks. Or a week. This past week.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did them both within the last week. So, yeah, Marilyn came from Missouri. She had family in Lincoln that she was visiting. So we got to visit with her. And that was fun. Her sister came from Colorado. So we all met and ate and stitched and had a good time.
Yep. It was fun. And then met up with Sarah. And then we actually met up with Christina before the holiday.
Was that? Okay.
Or right after the holiday. My days are running together, so I think it might have been right after the holiday.
And then Sarah brought her mother this time, so that was fun. So we need to work on trying getting a big group together and having regular stitchy meetups. That would be fun, or do it by Zoom, something, I don't know.
Yeah. Anything like that.
Yeah.
Because our schedules are so normal.
So
open. Yeah.
All right, so maybe that won't work yet, but maybe next year.
Right. Okay, so let's jump into questions. We have a lot of questions.
Okay.
There were a couple that we did miss last week, so we got those. One in particular we'll talk about after you show some stuff, so don't let me forget that one.
Okay.
Linda had asked, she said she was wondering about the thickness on the magnets that we use. So this is what we use. I know you can't get a good estimation or a reference of what they are. They're called...
And that's several altogether.
Yeah, there's 6 of them. They're rare earth magnets.
And we just get them at Home Depot. They come in a pack of 3. They have 3 of the silver ones and then 1 of the black ones. I have a few here.
Yep.
And that's what's in the pack.
And you, honestly, you can get them, I've seen them at Michael's, I've seen them on Amazon. There are places online that just sell magnets. They're a magnet dealer. So you can really get them anywhere. The key is just getting a rare earth magnet, just so it doesn't put that black on your stitching piece.
Yeah.
But
I don't typically use the black ones when they touch the stitching. I've heard they rub off, but I don't know. And I also heard they break easily.
They do break easier. That is something too, when you have a stack of magnets like this, if you let one just fly onto it, it will break. Thickness wise though, to get back to that, these are 5/8 inch by an 1/8 inch thick. Just to give you, I don't have a good reference.
Got a coin or anything?
Normal pin. I don't
have any money.
I don't have a coin. Oh wait, hold on. Hold on, let's see what the pocket's got. We've got a penny. They are almost identical in size. You can't even tell. They're the size of a penny.
Just a little bit thicker. There you go.
Yep. One thing of note, so show your tiny little ones.
So these are some real itty bitty ones that I use on,
They're just tiny ones, yeah.
That I use on some of the smaller projects, and these are strong.
Yeah, yep, they're still really strong.
Yeah.
One point I wanted to mention though, so the size of the magnet, the biggest reason to get a bigger one is if you have a heavier piece, there's more surface area for the magnet to stick to the washer to, and it's a stronger hold. They're still all very strong magnets, but if you have a bunch of the tiny little ones, you're going to use a ton of them. But if you get a bigger magnet, you'll use less of them. Just something to keep in mind.
They're strong.
Yeah. But those are the magnets. So feel free, just Google rare earth magnets and you'll come across some stuff.
Yeah, I usually get them at Home Depot, and I don't keep the bag.
So Joyce had asked, she said, Jamie, what kind of scroll frames do you use? So I have a couple actually. So the one that you guys saw in the video the last time was a Kay's Creation of scroll frame. It's a great frame. It's not my favorite because you actually have to pin your cross stitching to the frame itself. So I personally, my favorites are roll of frames. It's a very thin, very lightweight frame, but you put your cross stitch in between the bars, and that's how it holds instead of having to pin it.
Okay.
But roller frames, those are great. My experience with them is they're a little hard to get a hold of, or they'll take a while to get, but those are the two that I have that I use. Rachel, she asked, apparently these questions are all for me. Oh, wait. Okay, hold on. That's the question that we're going to get to. So Rachel, we'll get to your question here in a second. So Kathy had asked, she says, if I'm stitching on 28 count linen and I'm doing over one, does that end up counting as a 56 linen or something?
Okay, I answered that. Did I answer it correctly, or was I misunderstanding what she was saying?
Well, you didn't print off your answer, so I don't know what you said. Okay.
So if you're doing 28 count and you're doing over 2, then it would actually be equivalent to 14 count. Mm-hmm. So it would be the opposite. It's not 56, it's 14.
And if you're doing over 1, 28 count over 1, it's still 28 count. Yep. So the count is how many fibers are between an inch. Yep. So if you do over 1 fiber, you're doing over 28, or it's going to be a 28 count. Yeah. So hopefully it explains it a little bit. But if you still have a question, let us know. Yeah. Diane had asked, she said, Terry, on your even weaves, have you tried stitching over 1 on 25 or 28 count?
I haven't yet, but I have thought about it.
You actually have on your full coverage.
That's true. The 25 count easy count. Yep. Yeah, is over 1. So yeah, I have.
But in a cross stitch pattern that you see normally, not a full coverage, no, we don't.
Okay. I have thought about doing it.
So the next questions are related to the guys. Kathy had asked if our men stitch with us. No.
They don't have a clue.
They are fine with us stitching and quilting, and they appreciate the hobbies that we do, but there are hobbies. They don't want anything to do with them.
They don't even understand it, I don't think. Mine doesn't.
Mine gets it. He'll start talking about, hey, what about blah, 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 blah. I'm like, wait, you know them? You know that thing? Like, this is awesome. And then Deanna, she had asked, how many times did they rehearse that beginning?
They did it once, and we had them change it, but they did it perfect the first time. They did it excellent the second time.
Yep.
Only because we had them at the date.
Yep. They are freaking hams.
They're hams. They love to hear themselves talk. They
do.
love to be on camera. So getting them back to help us with another Flosstube is not going to be a problem.
No.
Except getting them in the same room.
Correct. At the time we want to do it.
Right.
That's the other. It might turn out to be like 8 o'clock at night when we get them to film something. Yeah. Marlene, she had asked, she has 2 questions. Her first question is, what is the table behind you? It looks height adjustable. And is it from Home Depot?
It is from Home Depot. It is a Husky adjustable toolbox.
And there's
tool stand.
The adjustable right there.
And I have 2 of them. I have one over there and one over here.
Mm-hmm. But they are wonderful and adjustable.
Yeah.
So her second question, and we had this question a couple times. We had this question. Do you have a pattern for your project bags?
You're going to have to answer that one.
So what I did, yes and no. I got the base pattern from Elizabeth Ann Can Stitch, and she actually has a tutorial. So somebody had asked, Sophia, you had asked about a tutorial for those. I used her tutorial. It's a great tutorial. She showed how to do everything. Very well done. And she actually gives you her dimensions. So we took those dimensions.
We changed it and altered some stuff. And
yep. Modified it slightly to fit with the bags that we already have. So we wanted to have bags that were closer in size to what we already have versus a 3rd size or a 4th size. Mm-hmm. So Elizabeth Ann Can Stitch. I need to write down linking that.
Yeah. You took the pen away from me, but
I did.
Like to give it to me, I can keep notes. She's scared I'm going to mark stuff up.
That's true. That is true. Okay. Mindy had asked, are there any retreats in our area annually? That's a great question.
Yeah, that is.
We're still learning.
We actually have never been to one, but Reflections has one every year.
I actually have 2 usually.
Yeah.
Spring and fall. So Reflections Framing and Stitching. They just had their last one in October, so I think their next one, it's between March and April.
Yeah.
So
we'll let you know when we find out.
Yep. And then one of our viewers, Wendy, she's reached out to us a couple times about one in Osage, Iowa. So it's a little bit farther north than you are, but it might be worth a drive too. So we haven't been to that one either. It sounds like fun though.
Yeah.
So those are the 2 that we do know about. There might be a couple in southern South Dakota, but again, that's a little bit farther for you. Kendra had asked, she said, love the hubbies, thank you.
We kind of love them too.
Yeah, we do. What do they...
Sometimes.
We always love them. It's whether they're on our list or not. What do they really think about you doing Flosstube? I don't think they care.
I don't think they care.
Yeah. It's just one of those things. Oh, it's Flosstube weekend. Okay, we'll see you in a couple hours.
I'm turning my phone off now, so don't contact me. Okay.
Yep, they deal with it. They don't particularly get excited about it, but at the same point, they are perfectly understandable and supportive of it.
Yeah.
We joke about them, but they're great guys.
Yeah, they are.
Tammy had asked, she said she would like to use some of the fancier flosses. To achieve the variegation, do you do 1 cross at a time or go back and forth to fill in areas?
Using the variegated floss, if you do 1 cross at a time, you're going to get more variegation. You can go like all the way across and then back. You're still going to get some variegation, but not as much as doing 1 cross at a time. So I typically try and do 1 cross at a time.
And sometimes if you have a very bold variegated floss, you can do back and forth to kind of tone it down a little bit. Yep. So there's different things that you can do with fancier floss.
I love the variegation. I like Week Style Works because it's more variegated. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I do one cross at a time so I can stick with the variegation.
Yep. But I also stitch for what's easy for me. So if I need to get over to there, I will do 1 stitch at a time to get over there. If I have to stay where I'm at, I might just do a couple stitches in a row and then come back. And I still get good variegation. So, Next question is from Robin. She says, when she presses her stitching, she uses a wool pressing mat, turns the stitching upside down, and uses a pressing cloth on the top and irons through the cloth. She just asked if she's doing too much.
No. Mm-mm. I mean, if it looks right.
Yep. I think, so here's the thing. We take a risk by ironing it the way we iron it.
Yeah.
That's a risk that we're choosing to take because it's quicker and easier for us. So if you don't want to take that risk, absolutely do it the way you're doing it. There's no wrong reason, no wrong way. It's perfectly fine to do it that way. If something happens to our cross stitch because of the way we iron,
it's our fault.
That's on us. Yeah.
I will say that I was doing some French knots for eyeballs and they were like all over the place. So I took the iron and I kind of pressed the little eyeballs down.
That's demented.
I know, but they stayed where they were supposed to. So, yeah, press whatever works for you.
Yeah, there you go. If you need your eyeballs to stay flat, do that. And then we got an email from Sally, and I'll let you talk about it.
I do not have my reading glasses on.
Well,
but,
that's a shame.
Okay, so Sally was telling us, she was asking about the project bags. She fell asleep while watching our Flosstube, so sorry that we bored you to the fact that you fell asleep. But her husband continued to watch us, and he saw the project bags, and he made her come back and rewind it and watch for the project bags.
Yeah.
So she wanted
thanks, hubby.
Yeah, she wanted to know which project tutorial for project bags we use, which we've already answered, and she wanted to let us know that men really do watch our YouTube. So thank you very much for that.
Yes.
And hopefully you don't fall asleep today.
We got a kick out of that email.
That cracked me up.
Okay. So thanks for bearing with us. We had quite a few questions. We appreciate them.
Was there any on the back that...
Do you print double-sided?
Sometimes I do, yeah. Didn't that time, okay.
Nope, we're good.
I'm ready.
Let's get into it. Let's show us some stitching.
Whips.
Whip.
Just can't resist.
No, I can't every time. Do you want to do your finish so we can answer that last question? Or do you
this
care?
One?
Yeah.
Okay.
However you want to do it.
Okay. So I had a fully finish. I finished the pattern last year, and I struggled to find a frame, and I just found a frame for it. But this is my Autumn by Cross-Eyed Cricket. As you can tell, there is glass on it. And that just fits in there.
I have to come over here so I can see it. It looks fantastic.
So do you want to ask about the last question now?
You go ahead and talk about your frame first.
I just found this frame on Amazon. It's a 5 by 17, I believe. And I think it comes actually from Art to Frames. Yeah, Art to Frames is the name of the company. But I got it on Amazon.
Is it a custom size or did they...
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
So I know you can order some custom sized frames through different websites or Amazon too. So that might be something. But this is a pretty good solid frame. So it's not a cheap frame.
Yeah. And it comes with a little backing. It comes with the glass and a little hanger.
Yay!
And I typed in 5 by 17 frame because I knew that's the absolute smallest that I needed. And I've done it before and couldn't find it. This time I found it. So I'm really tickled.
It looks great. So Rachel had asked, she said, could you please share your conversion on the Cross-Eyed Cricket Autumn, please? And honestly, Rachel, we use called for colors. Now, there are some other floss, and I think it's silks that are called for, but there is a DMC conversion in it, and we use the DMC conversion.
Yep, so all this is DMC, called for DMC.
Yep, Mom and I both did called for, so that's what mine's going to look like.
And this is on 28 count coffee tea-dyed Monaco. And that will come into play when I show you my next finish. So I finished the Cross-Eyed Cricket Winter last year.
Oh, this one's good.
And I got this framed. And this is on 32 count. Pearl Gray Belfast Linen. And I ordered this white frame at the same time. So it fits in there a little smaller because it is 32 count. And then I glued some little snowflakes on it.
Those snowflakes are coming in handy with everything.
I know. I'm going through snowflakes like crazy.
Does that mean it's going to snow like crazy?
I hope not, man. We put up Christmas lights the other day. It was 70 degrees.
It's been amazingly warm. Amazingly warm. Oh, I don't know if I mentioned it, but we had to replace our furnace.
Oh no!
I don't remember if I mentioned that the last video, but we had to replace our furnace. So we had for the year pretty cool temperatures for a fall day. I think it got down to like 25 at night or something like that, and that's the week that we lost our furnace.
She was without a furnace for an entire week. I kept saying, "Come stay with me."
So I would just come. We were working most of the time. So I'd come home and I had some cast iron pans to reseason. So I was reseasoning those with a 500-degree oven and had a couple cheesecakes to make. So it worked out really well. Don't know where I was going with that, but doesn't matter. Oh, the
scattered thought.
70-degree days. It's been beautiful. Okay, keep going.
Okay. The last time you saw my December, I was working on my December sampler by Country Cottage Needleworks. I finished it up actually just this morning.
I didn't see the paper. That's cute.
Oh, yeah. I dislike stitching snowflakes so much. So I took those snowflake buttons again and I just sewed them on there. They're not even. They're not the same distance. I don't care. Then I did another one on the bow up here. And again, on this frame, I have the magnet inserted in there, and then I just put a washer on the back of my bows.
That's one of those tiny magnets. Show them the paper.
There's the paper that I put on the back.
Yep.
And I did want to show you this while I'm at it. Oh, here's the pattern, or the picture. I took the house and made it all red, all cherry tomato. I took the Santas and I flipped them so that they're a little symmetrical and turn their hats around at the same time. And that was Jamie's idea, so thank you.
I think that turned out great.
But I wanted to show you how I store those. So I just have them in this little tote and I take them out of the frame every month. Then I have all the little bows in here just laying loosely. And then I have all of the ones that I did previously that I wasn't liking the finishes that I'm going to end up having to finish in the frames.
Yep.
Yeah, I like it. I think it's cute. They're really nice.
I think it's great.
Is there anything else I need to say about it?
No, I don't think so.
It was all called for colors this time. I did take the pink out of it.
Yep. If you're not taking Really Teely out, you're taking the pink out.
That's right.
Guys, I have a finish. So you've already seen this cross stitch finished, but we went to Hobby Lobby. Is that where we went? One of Hobby Lobby and Michael's.
Hobby Lobby, I think, yeah.
And I finished it. So this is a frame.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. It is a frame. Congratulations, Jamie. And what I did is I just bought a matte color that I liked. So this is an 8x10 matte. Behind it is the 5x7 cutout that you would normally see. I put paper on the back, so this is just an 8x10 sticky board. It did not have these, so I have a tool that actually adds these in. So that is something that I did. And then this piece, the way I'd stitched it, I stitched it too far on the bottom, so I didn't have enough margin to put it in an 8x10 frame. So we just put it on the top, so you can see it a little bit. It moves around in there, but that's okay. I'll just adjust it as necessary.
But from a distance, you can't see that, and it looks really nice.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of you.
Thanks.
I'm always happy when you have a finish.
Right?
Once a year.
I also added these once a year. Now my goal is to do it twice a year.
All right.
Oh, one thing. So my husband is a cabinet maker. He builds custom cabinets. So this is a trick I learned from him. These are cabinet stops that you would put on the inside of your cabinet door to stop them from slamming. When you put this on the top, this will rest against your wall and not scrape up your wall. So that's a tip from a cabinet maker.
Good. I'll have to add those to my picture frames.
And they're sticky. They're really sticky. So that's how they work. So I'm finished.
Yay. I'm proud of you.
Thanks. Woohoo! I'm going to take that into work and look at it and on those stressful days.
Yeah.
Remember, count my blessings. Let's do this.
Whips. Is that what we're doing then?
Whips.
Which I thought is where we started.
We got distracted.
Okay. I pretty much have been working only on, I have a needle sticking in here. That's come all the way out.
How dare it?
I've pretty much been solely working on my land that I love because I really would like to get it done by the end of the year. Could you hold it for me?
Yeah.
Okay, so what I've done the last 3 weeks, oh, that's a long way over there. I finished this whole motif here, the flag. I've done all of that, and now I've started working on the strawberries. So I have to finish the border down here and the house. I have to rip the little kitty out, and maybe the dog too, because they're not very dark.
And you'll just substitute another color in the pattern.
Yeah, I'll probably do a darker brown. So yeah, I've pretty much gone back to my monogamy that I started with, and it feels good. I'm telling you, it feels good.
These are back to her roots.
Yeah, but at the same time, I'm not getting my Christmas stitching done, which doesn't feel good, but I can deal with it.
And this is done on
35 count
tin roof by Weeks Dye Works. And the picture, do you care to show them?
Go ahead.
This is just by Teresa Kogut, so there's the picture.
And if anybody's doing it, please join us in our stitch along. Our hashtag is hashtag Teresa Kogut, Land That I Love, SAL.
And that is linked on every video, so you can find it there.
And I'm one of the worst to actually put my pictures on there. You should help me take a picture of it today so I can put it on there.
I'm terrible at Instagram anyway. I just looked at my Instagram, and the last time I posted was September 11th. Last time I posted for cross stitch, I can't even tell you when.
You need a social media director.
I do. Will you be mine?
No.
No? Okay. So my whips, I started this by Stitchin' Mommy. This is my temperature tree that I'm going to be working on next year. I wanted to get a little bit more, I wanted to start it, so I had a place to start when I, January 1st, start putting my leaves in. But this is done on Color and Cotton Garden Path. This is 32 count Lugana. And I started the tree. I am doing it in called for colors. So this is Cocoa Bean by Classic Color Works. And that is the start of the first branch, the January branch. So I've got a little bit more to go, so I'm not behind. But if I can have the January branch done by December 31st, I will rock and roll.
Yeah. That cocoa bean is such a pretty color for a tree stump.
Yep. That turned out really great. I was working on a full coverage a month. That has kind of taken a back seat here for a little bit. But the project I was working on is my Pledge of Allegiance from the Cross Stitch Studio. This is a huge pattern, and I'm not very far into it. I'm doing it on 25 count easy count Lugana. And this is the bottom right stripe. I think I put in about 200 stitches, so I previously had about 200. There's about 200 more in. 2 plus 2, there's about 400 stitches in here. This is just I need to bury it, but I didn't have enough threads underneath to bury it yet, so that's where I'm at. And
that is going to be so pretty when it's done.
Yeah. This is, I can't even get it all in the frame.
It's going to be that big.
It's huge. Yep.
Maybe I don't want to do this one.
Well, you could do it on like 40 count over 1. That's a no. In case you didn't catch that, that was a no. And then I started my hands-on design, Mary Chockful. I'm doing the small pillow. And I am trying to do one for every season. Well, they're seasonal anyway. I'm trying to do mine in the season. I started it on 14 count chalkboard black Ada. So I am going to do it all of them on the 14 count chalkboard black. But these are going really quick. This was a lunchtime stitch for me one single day. So hopefully it goes quick for everybody else. I'll give that back to you so we don't take it home. Because mine is already packed. So the next one I worked on was my Holidays collection by Shannon Christine. These are all individual patterns that I am doing as one. I'm doing it on 25 count Prim Lugana by Lori Holt, and it's turning out adorable. All called for everything. I'm trying to do, now that I've kind of got the structure in here, I want to finish a block at a time. So as you can tell, I'm working on this block here and the middle 'Tis the Season block. And my goal is to have those done by the end of the year.
And you're doing that over 2?
Yes, over 2. So it's equivalent to 12 and a half. And it's so quick, so easy. Just, oh, it's like butter working on this. You guys saw this one last week. This is my Country Cottage Needleworks Merry Christmas. I'm not done. I wanted to be. I'm not done. 28
You
count.
should be.
I should be.
That's like a fast one. Well, I haven't stitched it, so I don't know.
It is fast, for the exception that the letters, it's just all red. So you just have to keep going through it. And if you get bored easy, which I do, that's why it's not fast for me. But 28 count Coffee Tea Dyed Monaco. I just love this one. Everything but the words and the green on this side is done. So what I've been doing is I will do 2 strands of red and then come in with green. And then do 2 strands of red and come in with green.
Okay.
To kind of space it out a little bit. Yep.
Yeah.
And then the last WIP that I have that I worked on was my Primitive Merry Christmas. Mom has done this one already, and I don't... Yeah, there it is, right behind her head. I'm doing it all called for. Called for fabric and everything. So this is 32 count Brash Linen by Picture This Plus. Oh, that pops on screen. Oh. So I just have to do the 3 big leaves in the middle and then the Mary on top. Not sure why my hand is shaking, but it is. So I am outlining the 3 leaves and then I'll fill it in with green. And that one will go fast.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping to have that one done too.
You're getting close on it. Did it?
That's it.
I shouldn't say it. That's quite a bit. But
I can't believe I got that much done.
Yeah. I can't either.
I went through my planner. I don't have it easy. But I have a planner and I try to write down everything that I've done just so I know if I stitched that day and what I need to bring here, really more than anything. But I put an X on the days I don't stitch. And I think there was a good 12 or 13 days I didn't stitch.
In that case, you've really gotten a lot done. You must do a lot over lunch.
Some days I do. If it's a fast pattern, it shows really quick.
You're just a fast stitcher then.
No.
I get distracted. So distracted.
See, I try not to get distracted because that's my time away from work. I'm like, screw it. I'm doing this. I'm not thinking about work.
Yeah. I accidentally left my phone upstairs the other day. It's like, oh, I gotta go get my phone. No, I'm gonna try it without my phone and see how much I can get done. I got so much done. I gotta stay off my phone. I would like to share some previous finishes with you guys.
Yay.
So
let's look at some eye candy.
I'm gonna start with this one. This is my, I didn't write down the names of it, so I hope you know. This is Tiny Modernist Christmas calendar.
Yes.
How hard is that? So I've got this little reindeer that I got a couple of years ago at Walmart. I have, I finished this one piece, and you probably can't see it, but I stuck a magnet.
Here. Yeah, let's show it right there.
There you go. There's a magnet on the back of this piece, and then I have a washer on the back of these pieces. So every day I just change it out.
And put our house sideways.
That was a tornado. So I'm not going to bore you with all of them.
Straight line wins.
But I've got a whole box. They're all
a Christmas box.
Finished that way.
A Christmas box. And they fit perfect.
And I don't think any of them are really the called for colors. I changed them to, I like the darker reds or the darker greens, so I've changed a lot of those. If you want to see all of them, I've put them all individually on my Instagram.
Yep, that would have been Christmas last year.
Right.
One comment, if you're looking for that pattern, they'll show it as all one piece. You did them individually.
Yep, I did them individually. This is a cute little piece from Hands On Design that I did last year called Ready, Set, Snow. It's got a little bell in it. And there's the snowflake again.
I told you, they show up everywhere.
I didn't realize I had them an entire year. This was done on, I don't remember
32 count.
Is it 32
Yeah.
count? Raw linen.
Just made that into a little pillow.
That's cute. I love that.
I know. She brought out all of her Christmas
I
stitching
did.
this morning, so.
The way Jamie's going, the way we're both going, it's Christmas season. We're not sure if we're going to be back before Christmas. So I wanted to show you all my Christmas stuff.
Yes.
December,
There's that
Country
paper
Cut.
again.
Country Cottage Needleworks. Is it Country Cottage? Yeah,
Mhm.
I get those confused. This was such a cute one. And then I just put the paper on the back. Same paper. I have one sheet of that paper and I just about used it all up today.
Oh, no.
Oh, which one do I want to show first? Because they're both adorable.
That's a good question.
All right. This is Home for Christmas from Teresa Kogut. I finished this last year. Put it on sticky board. I made the, what do you call that little round stuff? The finishing,
Cording.
the cording. I made that following Vanna Pfeiffer's tutorial. Thank you, Vanna. And just put some ribbon, picks, bells. Put a little holly down there and a little bell down there. I love this piece.
Mm-hmm.
I love this piece. And this is my favorite.
This one turned out way cute.
Yeah. Okay, so this is Ornamental Joy. This is
By Country Cottage.
Country Cottage Needleworks. I finished this last year. And I bought this ornament at Lowe's, and it had some shiny little Merry Christmas or something on it that I took off and put my piece on there. And pretty much it was already set up. I may have added some more holly up to the top, but that was all there. And then I just put this on there.
Yeah, I think this little piece is what you added, right?
I can't recall.
Yeah. I mean, it's all
But
glued on there good.
But it turned out cute. I mean,
And you put it on with a magnet, right? A couple of magnets.
yes, it is on there with magnets. Thank you.
Can we pull it off easy enough? Well, the thing is metal, so.
Yeah, so the magnets are on the back of the piece. And of course I finished it with
Paper on the back.
paper on the back.
Ignore the cricket.
Yeah.
That's how we roll. That's my
But
phrase
yeah.
for the day, apparently.
I love this piece. I think it is so cute.
That's one of those where, like, you knew which one you were going to put on it, and you knew it was going to be cute.
Yeah.
But once you did it, I'm like, oh, that's
Yeah.
amazing. That turned out fantastic. What else you got over there?
I think that's all my previous finishes, isn't it? Unless I'm forgetting something.
No, I don't think so. Okay, so before we move into quilts, we got some quilts to show you because Mom and I actually had a sewing day. She came over and helped me finish a couple of quilts I got going on.
Did you want to do haul first?
Oh yeah, I
got
forgot
a
about haul.
couple of pieces.
Yeah.
I have my November Color and Cotton Fabric of the Month. If you haven't gotten yours yet, I don't know why you wouldn't have. Don't look. This color is Eggnog, and it's a very subtle tannish.
It's ever so slightly got yellow in it.
Yeah.
Ever so slightly. So you're not going to see it because our light actually has a little yellow in it.
But yeah, very subtle, very pretty fabric. I had mentioned wanting 40 count even weave, and you had told me during the
I
video.
haven't seen that yet.
Yeah, and then I got a email from Becky that told me to check out cross stitching supplies online, and they have 40 count Vertil. So they only have it in white, so I'd have to dye it myself. So I did get a piece of 40 count.
I'm going to end up buying this.
And then I did end up getting a piece of 36 count even weave in ivory. That was their only color.
And that looks like it's a fabric flare.
It is. It says by Fabric Flare.
Oh, okay. So that's a printed color.
Yeah. But I want to dye it because I like the tans.
Oh my goodness. I need to buy this. So, fun fact. If you guys don't watch Stitchy Mommy, she's fantastic and does tons of stuff. I love her. She does 1/1 on 40 count. She's amazing.
Oh my gosh. I would be cross-eyed.
Yeah. I need to buy that.
So thank you, Becky, for letting me know about that. Thank you, Jamie, for telling me, and I ignored you. I have a tendency to just not ignore her, but not hear everything that she's telling me.
I'm used to it. And then you got this too, right?
Oh yeah, I got my Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine in the mail. I'm sure you've seen it.
That is stinking cute.
That is adorable.
Stinking cute.
Love me some Teresa Kogut.
Yep.
So yeah, nice magazine. Nice, thick, heavy.
Very well done magazine.
I love it so much. I wish it'd come out more often. But, oh well.
So we are going to move into quilts, but I just want to tease that we're going to have a giveaway. So don't turn us off just yet. But we're going to pause the video, bring up a quilt, and talk about it.
Okay, this is a panel that I purchased, and then I pieced the outside border. And I basically just got this so it was a quick, simple project, and I wanted to work on long arming to practice some freehand long arming.
If I'm not mistaken, it came as a kit, right?
Could have been.
I think it did.
This was a couple of years ago.
Yep. So, like she said, the panel and all this fabric was a kit, and then what you had said was you just wanted to practice.
Yeah.
So, gave her a good opportunity to do that.
It's not finished yet,
yeah,
but
she's still working on it.
It'll be cute on my table.
And that's okay. That's okay. But this is our festive quilt for the day, but we have some more, so we'll be right back.
Yeah, hang on.
So this quilt, you guys have seen the quilt blocks. It's not a pattern. It's something that I just came up with. But this fabric is Summer on a Pond by Holly Taylor. And what I did is I took a layer cake and I cut the layer cake in half and then did partial seaming. So all of these middle blocks are the same. And it just shows off the variety of fabric. That's really what I was looking for. But it was a quick, easy, fun project. So we've got a couple more. We'll pause here. So this quilt is similar to the one that Mom showed a couple weeks ago. So this is the quilt that we did at our last quilt retreat. I can't remember. I think it was called Bonfire by 4th and Main Designs. And we just used a jelly roll, a colored jelly roll, and then picked out a background. Got all the blocks done and put it together. So this one's going to turn out great. I'm excited.
Nice fall colors. I love these colors. Do you remember, did you already say what the jelly roll was?
It was a jelly roll from probably 4 or 5 years ago. Can you bring your in? Thank you. You're messing with my lines. The jelly roll is a batik jelly roll. It was called Cornucopia, but I know it's not out anymore.
No, when she started sewing this together, I looked for it, and it is sold out. So
yep,
it's a discontinued line.
So there it is. Okay, and one more. And this one you guys haven't seen yet. This is a quilt kit that I got from Fat Quarter Shop. And right now I can't remember the name of the fabric. Something about ducklings. This is for a coworker of mine who is pregnant and having a baby at the end of the year. So I was going to wait and show you guys when I got it quilted and everything, but I'm sure once I get it quilted, it's going to get packaged and given over to her right away, so you guys probably won't see it.
Do we want to step back a little bit so they can see more of it?
There it is. It's a square quilt. It was made with charm packs and a white background.
If I can.
So there's only 2 units. There's a half square triangle and a charm pack. So these were cut down to 4.5 and sewn together in a French tip star. So those were really fun to do. Mom and I kind of powered through and got 3 quilts done in one day.
Yeah.
It was fantastic.
She semi had them done. We just more or less sewed them all together.
Yeah, we had all the rows and just put it all together into one.
Yeah.
Yay.
So that was a good day. We were happy about that. So I finally got back to my Forevermore quilt. Month 12 is coming out. I haven't gotten it yet. And I'm a little behind. This is what it's going to look like.
I just love it. Those fabrics.
And this is Pam Buddha. It was a block of the month through Fat Quarter Shop.
Yep.
Month 9, I have 3 little blocks.
3 little piggies.
I'll let you hold that if you wouldn't mind.
Gladly.
And here are the little blocks. These fabrics just, oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
Now these seem small. It doesn't seem like much, but there are so
These real quick.
many pieces that you have to cut out. It just takes forever to cut.
Not sure if you can see that any better, but
Yeah, not really.
no, but they're adorable.
Okay, and then here's the big blocks. I think this one actually is going to be sewn on point. And this one. Okay, that is month 9.
Yep.
Month 10, there's always little blocks and then 2 big blocks.
Yep.
So here are my little blocks.
Oh, that last one. Ooh, that's pretty.
Pretty much same block.
And a bigger version of that block.
And a bigger version of that block. Needless to say, that went pretty quick.
But putting a whole bunch of half square triangles together is not the easiest thing. You'd think it was.
Yeah, not to get them straight. This one took forever.
Oh, so many little pieces.
Yeah, but it's cute. It turned out really good.
Those are so many little pieces.
And I have month 11 cut, and I'm hopefully going to get it sewn together this afternoon, and then month 12 is not here yet.
Wow.
And I'm thinking that the finishing will be with month 12.
You are really cruising through those.
I'm a little behind, but...
Yeah, but doing all of that this time, that's a lot.
I went through and I cut months 9, 10, and 11. It took me an entire day.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a slow cutter. I go slow because I screw up. So.
Right. Well, and then when you're cutting for individual blocks, it always takes longer than when you're cutting a whole bunch and just can cruise through it.
Yeah, and like I said, there's so many little pieces. It's like, cut 2 of this, now cut 3 of this one, and 1 of this one.
And you got to be careful not to throw it away thinking it's trash.
Right, because they're so tiny.
Yeah, exactly.
But I'm having fun with it. I mean, I love the colors. I love the pattern. So.
I'm just glad we were able to quilt so much, too.
Yeah.
This time period. Okay. So, as I teased earlier, we have a giveaway. We did reach 3,000 subscribers. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, everybody.
Yes, so much. But not just the subscribers. It is the Christmas season. It is the giving season. So we want to share the love, give you guys something. So we have a gift certificate to Fat Quarter Shop for $25. And there it is. We would show you all of it, but then you'd have the number. And that just...
So we want you to be able to help buy some Christmas stuff.
Yes.
For yourself.
Exactly. Christmas. Fat Quarter Shop is not just for quilting.
They have a lot of cross stitch.
They have a ton of cross stitch. They're getting more and more every day. They are a huge resource. Okay, so I don't know the exact number, and now I feel like I'm making things up. But last time I checked, I thought they had over 3,000 cross stitch pieces.
Okay, well that's pretty good because I've never even bothered to look at that. So,
well, I'm a numbers person,
obviously.
So we wanted to do something a little bit more fun for this particular giveaway. So it does require a little bit of interaction from you guys, and you guys are already great about that. So we want you guys to post a picture on social media. Instagram is the easiest for us because that's what we currently have access to. But take a picture of you guys watching our Flosstube video and tag us. Tag each one of us. You are
Cornhusker State Stitcher.
And I am Jamie Mickelson.
And that will be in the description box below.
Yep. So tag us in your comments, or as you're writing your post on Instagram, do the @Cornhusker State Stitchers, etc. And then tell us what you're working on. And tell everybody what you're working on. So that will be really fun.
And then we'll just do a random drawing and choose one of you for it.
Yep. We'll keep track of who's tagging us, and your name and everything like that, and we'll do a random drawing.
Which means if we're offering this for them for a Christmas gift, we've got to do another one before Christmas.
We got to do it.
She just committed us to it.
I did. Unfortunately, you won't have it in your hands before Christmas.
Oh, you never know. We might be quick.
That's true. 2 weeks from now is a week before Christmas. So...
But you have an open house next week, and you may be spending time with me. We're going to see if we can talk the guys into doing a Flosstube with us. Don't get your hopes up. We don't know if they will. But
Great. Yeah. So that's a good point. I'm putting my house on the market next week, so it could get kind of crazy. And we're going to have to figure out what to do with 3 dogs. So anyway, back to the giveaway. Be sure to just like and subscribe the video too. every time that you guys like our videos, it shows other people. It brings it up on their feed too. So it gets our names out there. We just want to show our love and share the love of cross stitch with everybody.
Yes.
So picture of you watching our video, tag both of us, and tell us what you're stitching on. And do that in Instagram, and we'll do a giveaway the next time we film, which is either going to be a week or 2 weeks. That's very definitive.
When I get tagged, I will go in and I'll just like or love your picture. That way you know I've seen it and I've put you in the giveaway. If for some reason you don't see that I've liked or loved your picture, I probably haven't seen it. So tag me again, send me a message, something, and I will find it and I will get it written down.
And that goes for me too. If I've liked it or said something, you are in the giveaway. If it doesn't come, even if it doesn't come from her, so we collaborate with all of that. So do not be afraid.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
Yay! So that's gonna
Good
be
luck,
fun.
guys.
Yes. Yeah. That's it for stitching and quilting. You want to talk a little bit about our plans? It's the planning time of the year.
Planning time. Okay, so I think right now I'm going to stay focused on Land That I Love because I really am pushing to get that done by the end of the year. So I'm going to stay monogamous. I started it. That was my January 1st start. And my goal was to get it done this year. So.
I can't believe that. That is phenomenal, Mom. That is phenomenal.
I'm pushing. So.
I currently have 1 day's worth of stitching on mine.
Sugar table. I need to Christmas shop. I haven't Christmas shopped.
It's going to be pretty low key this year.
Yeah, I think so. It needs to be.
Yep. For me, I've got a few things on my list, so hopefully I can get to them. I want to get farther on my temperature tree, so it's easier, and I don't want to feel behind day one, so I'm trying to get ahead of that a little bit easier. And then my primitive Merry Christmas on that brash fabric, I think that's going to be a pretty quick stitch, and I think that's going to be a good work stitch.
Yeah.
So I'm crossing my fingers I can finish that by the end of the year. And if I can, I also want to finish my Merry Christmas. So if I can knock 2 things off my list before I enter 2022, that would be amazing. Not to mention packing and Christmas and all that. Yeah.
Pretty lofty goals there, but...
Well, that's what I do. I'm a lofty person.
Yeah.
And if I can get to it too, holidays, I want to finish those 2 blocks on holidays, so...
We'll see.
Those are my plans. Yep. You want to wrap us up?
Follow us on Instagram. You can follow me at Cornhusker State Stitcher and Jamie at Jamie Mickelson.
Yep.
That's it.
That's it. Okay.
The rest is yours.
Yep.
There's a name there. It says Jamie. Jamie needs to read this.
So
we have notes because I can never remember it. So,
like I said earlier, be sure to like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, leave us a comment. We love reading them. We love sharing your thoughts with everybody else too. So it's a community. It's about all of us.
Yeah.
I was gonna say something else, but now I forgot. Oh well.
We may see you in a week. We may see you next year. If for some reason we don't come back before next year, have a Merry Christmas or Happy Hanukkah or whatever it is that you celebrate.
Absolutely. Enjoy your family. Enjoy your people. Enjoy your life.
And slow down and just enjoy the season.
There you go. Okay, with that, we'll talk to you guys later.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.